I didn't make a thoughts and predictions video about TNA Turning Point because I didn't want to bury TNA. I was so unimpressed by the card that they assembled for it, but oftentimes in the past, TNA has put together a card that on paper just doesn't interest me, and then when I saw the pay-per-view, it just destroyed my low expectations and just made me respect the product all the more. But Turning Point, the card was just crap. No world title match, no tag team title match, no X Division title match, and then a disqualification in the women's title match. It was just shit, alright? I hate talking shit about TNA because I think it's such a great company, but it was shit, and the redeeming factor for this pay-per-view was supposed to be, for me anyway, and I know I think a lot differently than the new age wrestling fan, the ones that like Batista and Cena and all that shit. But the redeeming quality for this pay-per-view was going to be the reuniting of the Outsiders. I couldn't wait. I'm such an NWO mark. You need to understand. I'm 21 years old. That means when I was, in my pre-early teens, the NWO was red hot, and they were like my heroes when I was a little kid. I was so fucking excited to see Hall and Nash back, the Outsiders, NWO founders. It was gonna be so fucking awesome, but when I hear Scott Hall no-shows, I don't know what to think. A lot of people are really hard on Hall and Nash about, they say that they don't care about the business and, they're out for themselves. Well, the thing I've always respected about Hall and Nash is they were honest with what they were. They're fucking businessmen. They don't care so much about getting pushed on screen. All they basically care about is the money, and they'll tell you that. And I always respected them for being so honest, but Scott Hall no-showing the pay-per-view, I don't know what to think. I'm a big fucking fan of Hall. It's doing my head in, alright? I am so torn about this, because there's a lot of truth to what Samoa Joe was saying. TNA, it has strayed from what made it initially popular, but I have defended that in the past. I think it's good that they used established names, but I'm just waiting for someone to tell me it's a work. If it was a work, that would be so awesome, because it'd be a perfect segue into a controversial angle, like where Hall and Nash would go back to, saying, we do what we want to do, when we want to do it, and at Turning Point, Hall didn't want to wrestle, and tough shit if you don't like it. That would have been great. But the thing is they can't really go that route, because they don't have live television. They're taping Impact tomorrow and the next day. So people would read it on the internet and they'd know they're bullshitting, and then Samoa Joe's shoot that's going to generate so much buzz would lose credibility. I haven't read any reports on this yet. I don't believe any are out. I don't know what exactly happened, but right now I'm just shaking my head. I want to justify Scott Hall missing the pay-per-view, but I'm not ignorant enough to actually believe that there is a reason I should. I'm very distraught by this, but I'm just going to see what happened. All in all, Turning Point was shit. I'm sorry to say this, but it was shit. But I do look forward to how they go about apologizing for this on the next Impact.